PM, this might be a good opportunity just to welcome everybody back. Happy New Year and welcome back. We're looking forward to continuing on in our process with the clearing of the chakra points, and it's been a what would we call it? Eventful, I guess, transition. But I think Judy and Pam are both feeling much better after their accident, and so we're really happy to be back and have this opportunity to continue on with what we're processing. So welcome back, guys.
Pam, do you have some things to say at this stage?
Yes, I do. I was just letting the last people in. Yeah. Now, everyone, remember we need to have our cameras on. If you can turn those on, please. And can everyone hear? Okay, because if you can't, can you raise your hand, not your physical hand, but your the one on the Zoom. And for anyone who doesn't know how to do that, you click on the reactions button at the bottom of the screen. It's like, and click on the smiley face and then just click on raise hand. Mind you, that depends on what device or kind of computer you're using as well. I'm assuming everyone can hear okay. And remember, I hope you've remembered your notepads to take notes and you got your recording devices ready. Right, I think we could probably start actually.
Okay. Well, thank you, Scott, for that. I want to welcome everybody back too, and I'm amazed that there are so many. 34. You've been waiting a long time. You're very patient. My goodness me. It's great that you've hung in there. For those, and you know, I'm sure a lot of you have been doing the practice too, but not everybody would have been able to. Divine Mother was talking to me about that, and she said not everyone has managed to, because of the season and what's going on and their life and everything, and it's just been too hard for some people, so they've dropped off. And that doesn't matter, not at all. It doesn't matter. Is it my phone? Hang on. Just hang on a sec. It's on silent mode now. Yes, it doesn't matter at all. We just gather up together and just start from here. So it's fine if you haven't been doing it. I have to say that don't want that yet, Scott. Can we just yeah, thanks. Now I've forgotten what I was going to say. Doesn't matter, it's gone. I've still got some symptoms, and you're going to have to be very patient with me, because if I forget, you know, if I get a hole in my head and my brain falls out, Scott and Francis and Andy are all here to step in and help if needed. So we're covered, but hopefully I'll manage. Francis is going to do the meditation. She and Andy recorded it a couple of days ago, and Andy's put it onto his marvelous new recording equipment, and he says that it's going to be really good, so that's fine. You know about the notebook. Any insightful questions that you might have that come up for you during the meditation night tonight, could you email them to Pam? You don't have to email them during the course, during the lesson, but if you just remember your questions and email them to Pam, and we'll deal with those at the beginning of the session next time. Because it's, it's good for people to be able to ask their important questions or their insightful questions. But there won't be time to do that tonight because we're going to not get into that kind of question time. So just remember to email any question to Pam. Questions to Divine Mother. Now, I know some of you have sent me questions to Divine Mother and you haven't had any answers. And don't worry about that. I've got them all recorded and they're put in a folder. We just haven't had the opportunity to ask Divine Mother your questions yet, but we certainly will. There's been things going on in America at the moment for Sue. And she told me the other day she wants to talk to us all at the end of the course. Divine Mother does. So there'll be a big message from Divine Mother at the end of the course. And she knows you're all here and she knows all about you all. She knows more about you than you know about yourself. So, it'll be great when she talks to us. And I don't know whether she'll give you the opportunity. No, well, it'll be recorded, won't it? Because Sue, our 7 o'clock is Sue's 1 o'clock in the morning. So it would have to be pre-recorded. But I can pop in any questions that you have put, to Pam for Divine Mother. So that's insightful questions tonight, and we'll deal with them next week, and questions for Divine Mother. And that's only really about your experience. She's really only wanting questions about your inner experience during the meditation. That's what she will be talking about. Not other things out there, not our thinking kind of questions. Okay. Now we're going to start with a prayer tonight. So we can just all just sit quietly, and I'll do the prayer. Divine Spirit, amid the hustle and noise of life, quiet reflection is a sanctuary of serenity. We are so grateful for those moments of stillness that allow us to connect with our inner self. You know we yearn for the guiding light of clarity. May the fog of confusion dissipate, revealing the path that beckons us forward. May challenges be transformed into stepping stones of growth, and setbacks be the fuel that propels us forward. In these moments of stillness, answers emerge, clarity surfaces, and we find peace in being. Divine Source, we pray today for your guidance and protection as we go into this meeting. We know your goodness, your love, and your mercy forever surrounds us. And with the utmost humility, we thank you for that. And so it is. So Andy is now going to play the group recorded sound that we did at the end of the last session, which was, it would be Lam, Bam, and Ram. So Andy's going to play those for us right now. Oh, thank you, Andy. Wasn't that awesome? Like, amazing, it really is. You all get the vibes and the tingles inside. So, Scott, we could have the PowerPoint up now, please, if you don't mind. Okay, so I think we've got 8 slides tonight. Some of them are much shorter than others. Yeah. So, for a starter, we're going to have a look at the purpose of our meditation, why we're doing it. And you've got here to increase our spiritual awareness, to take us into the 5th dimension and into our 12th strand of DNA. Divine Mother says about this, and this is a quote that she actually says, "We're not giving them an image of where they're going or what the end result is going to be. No." In other words, she's telling us she's not telling us what we're going to experience, because each person's experience is going to be very, very different, uniquely their own. So it's just a materialization of awareness, she says. That's the bottom line. Just bringing up awareness. That's it. That's the purpose, bringing up awareness. It's really interesting about each person's experience being different, because, you know, the sounds of our chakras are different. They're uniquely ours. The sound we make is uniquely ours, and the sound we make will merge with the sound of our own individual chakra over time. They'll merge into as one. And it won't be like anybody else's. So everybody's experience is going to be very, very different too. So if you hear someone describing their experience, it's a mistake to think, oh, I wish I had that, because there's nobody else that will have that experience. Absolutely not. Now, the purpose for the group is to create it's a divine construct, really. It's a unified wholeness structure. Not in the 3rd dimension, we couldn't see it, but it is an actual structure. It's a divine structure. It's a synchronized, cohesive structure that we're creating by doing it together. And this will send, or does send, as we're doing it, a powerful energy that's going out into the universe. And as we practice it more and more, we'll meld more into this one structure. I mean, we're in it now, but it's going to get stronger as we advance in this. It's going to be pretty awesome, actually. Now, having said that, if there's people amongst us, and this is fine, who are choosing to do their own timing, etc., want to do it their own way, that's fine. And it may help you, if you want to do that, to turn down the sound of the recorded chanting on your device. Is that possible? Is that possible for them to do that, Andy?
I see no reason why not to.
Right. Okay. Okay. So they won't hear the chanting. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. You know, I mean, you need this. There's no musts here. It's okay not to be taking part in the group structure. Everything is acceptable in divine mind, of course. And anybody that wants to do it their own way will get a lot of benefit for themselves, but they won't be part of this group construct. So, you know, we all have a choice to make. Could I have slide 2? Is that slide 2, Scott? Can we have them up on the left-hand side too, so I can see them as they're coming? Is that possible? Because if we don't have the numbers up, I'm going to get... Hang on, I'll just see if I can find my own... Wrong a bit, so... Oh, there we are. That's fine. That's good. Oh, thanks. Oh, that's good. Thanks, Scott. Okay, so you recap the practice. You know, it seems like we've been doing the heart chakra meditation for weeks, doesn't it? And we might think that we don't need to do it anymore because we've been doing it, and you know, we've been doing it on the Monday nights when Lee has put a meditation up, and you'll have been practicing at home. But Divine Mother tonight wants us to introduce it into the cohesiveness construct, the unity we're achieving here as a group. So it's very important that we do it together and create and enter it into this construct. It's the most important most important chakra, of course, and we'll talk about that later. Chanting together as one, it's really important that we sound each sound strongly. We're putting our energy into it. And if we just say, yum, 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 when I do that, it's not sort of, I don't feel any vibration. It's not actually got some power coming up from my heart area. So doesn't need to be loud, but if you can have some energy coming out of your heart when you're saying chanting the mantra. So Divine Mother says it's really important that during the group meditation, we sound each mantra strongly. So we'll be coming from our hearts, and with Francis's recording tones or recorded tones, we can let it out because nobody else will hear it. We can let it out with as much energy and with as much love and enthusiasm as we can muster. Because the more love and energy we put into it, the more powerful it's going to be in the construct. Yeah. And the vibration that goes into the body as we chant, I don't know whether you've noticed it. I'm sure some of you will have noticed it when you've been practicing, that the incredible frequency of energy that goes right through the system. So as we chant together, it's going to be awesome, I think. Spaces are important. The spaces are just as important as the sounds. So we'll be having quite a long space between each sound tonight because it's very important that we put a lot of energy into this heart chakra. And that sort of feels right, doesn't it, to think that we're going to have a lot of space. Because it's within the space that we have our experience, really. So we say the mantra, and then we have some silence. And sometimes we can feel something. We have some experience, not think, but feel some experience. Tonight, Francis will be creating the space for us to slowly and deeply inhale the in-breaths, whether it's for one in-breath or for 2 in-breaths. Remember, when we do 3, we have the mantra, then 1 in-breath and the mantra on the out-breath, 1 in-breath and the mantra on the out-breath, and then we have 2 in-breaths, and then we go into the next 3, if that's how we're doing it. So the idea is to surrender into the silence of the heart space that we've been given and allow your own unique experiences to flow in. Okay, so the whole thing is a surrender, really. We're doing the whole thing from our hearts, and we'll be totally in our hearts when we're in the silence, and we will have surrendered. Practice at home. Now, it's fine to choose for yourself the number of repetitions and the spacing in between. I know that some are practicing more than once a day and practicing many repetitions of the chakras. I know some are practicing once a day because that's what they can manage, and some maybe not quite so often. The thing is to do what our heart tells us when we ask. So we ask the heart because it's a commitment and in a journey, it's a service. And any spiritual advantage that we gain from this is going to come from the level of commitment that we freely give. So a level of commitment, that will really dictate our experiences and the journey, really, the inner journey that we have. So if we can do it every day, that's great. And you'll see here that you can do 336, which equals 9, 666, which equals 18, or which equals 9, and the 3 9s, which is 27, which equals 9. So whatever grouping of mantras that you choose at home, just check that they add up to 9. Silent or aloud. Divine Mother says it's very important to say them aloud here in the course. At home, she recommends saying them aloud for a start. Down the track, when we've merged, and we'll know that when we get to a place where we're just completely enmeshed with our chakras, we won't need to say it aloud because it'll be just coming out from our heart silently with all the energy, but we won't need to hear it because it'll be an inner thing. But until we get to that place, it's very good to do it aloud. She recommends doing it aloud with plenty of energy. The place, I think we talked about that right at the very beginning. It's really nice to have a dedicated place to do it. It may not always be able to be the right place, but if you could have a candle or a flower or something to make it a sacred place to do it, that makes a difference. Yeah. Some people like to do it outside. Some people do it inside. So if you ask your heart, you'll find your heart will guide you to what to do. There's no doubt about it. Yeah. Anything you'd like to say about that, Scott?
No, that's good, Judy. Carry on.
So can we have the next one up? Yes. So I put this one in. There's nothing in it because I'm just going to tell you some stuff. Divine Mothers, we've got a lot of information from Divine Mother, masses and masses of it. But I don't like to tell you how many channelings I've got. There's a tremendous amount of information that will be very, that you will love. So I thought that each night I'd just include some for you, just so that you could hear some of the things that Divine Mother says. I won't do too many at a time. We've got plenty of time because at the end of this course, hopefully, we'll meet regularly to do our meditation together, which will be very important, and we can include some stuff on those nights. So, Divine Mother, and I'm going to quote Divine Mother here because that'll be very pure. Chakras have different shapes, and they're all part of the geometry of the Metatron cube sitting in the chakra. And so all the other pieces are interpretations from one's point of view. Everyone will see it differently, experience it differently. So it's their job to go from the baseline of the color and the sound and be able to move into their experience of what's true for them. Remember her telling me that the color of the chakra is it's there. I mean, there is a color for the chakra. Our interpretation of the color is different for everyone. No two people see the color the same. And I know that sounds impossible, but when you consider that if you took all the roses on the planet, there wouldn't be two leaves amongst all those trillions of roses that would be identical. Each one is different. Each one, there's no two the same. Everything is different. Everything is unique. So you see your color, but don't expect that it's going to be the same color that someone else sees. Or if someone says they see it like this and you don't see it like that, don't worry, it's how you see it. Right? Your interpretation of the color and the sound. And so it's their job to go from the baseline of the color and the sound and be able to move into their own experience of what's true for them. That's important. It's well to understand that the chakras don't come out of the front and back of the body. They move through the body and they are spinning wheels of light, and there are certain variations that happen because of the mentality and experiences of the person. There are certain variations or contours that happen because of the mentality and the experiences of the person. So we can each affect our chakra in a way that nobody else's will be affected. So you could call it a distortion. Distortions are that they are just not perfect spinning wheels of light. That's all it is. So when we're doing it, our spinning wheels of light will have some distortions in it, like she says. So that's what she has to say about that. Someone asked, I don't know who it was because I don't think I was there. I must have been one of the other Monday nights. A question about the 6th chakra mantra. And I think the question was, because Pam sent it to me, why will we be using sham for the third eye chakra and not the Om as many people do? So the Divine Mother says that when people go to use Om for the sixth chakra, and they have this opening and the space and everything that you experience, they think they're there, she said, but they're not. They're not there at the third eye chakra. So she wants us to do the sham, which takes us on to the seventh chakra, where everything will happen. It doesn't actually happen at the sixth chakra. People think it does, she said, but it doesn't. They're not there yet when they use Om for the sixth chakra. About the experiencing the 12th strand of DNA, you know, it will be a reordering of the lines of perfection that will bring balance to the human kingdom. I don't need to have any scientific expertise on it. It's moving towards perfect balance in the human kingdom through innate desire. There's a lot of this is Divine Mother's, I'm quoting Divine Mother. There's a lot of background talk of letting go of all desires. Well, that's desires that you can possibly think about within the ego, within the memory patterns. But does one remember the desire to go from crawling to walking? We don't think so. So that's the level of desire. It's an inner desire. It's not a desire coming from our thoughts, from our ego, our wants. So we'll find it, the desire comes from our heart. I think that'll do for tonight. Any comment on that? Huh?
No, you're good, Jude. Keep going. Judy, you're doing great.
No. Can we have the next one? Is that slide number 3? No, it's slide number 4. Okay, so this is really interesting, this one. Before we get started on the meditation, look at what Divine Mother has to say about the heart chakra. So pin your ears back. This is really fascinating. Most of it is her quote. The heart chakra, which is the first chakra, the most important chakra, the master chakra, perhaps we can say, the most powerful spinning wheel of light. I asked her, does the heart chakra have a kind of entanglement with other chakras? Does everything first come through the heart chakra and from there sort of whirl around at will, connecting with whatever chakra it needs? And Divine Mother said, it does. Yes, it does. And she went on to explain. The spiral doesn't come out linearly, like here it comes like a worm and it's going to travel up and go. No, it doesn't come out linearly because the spinning heart sends the energy up towards the head and down towards the third chakra, which is the solar plexus chakra. So it's spinning and it's spinning and it's going, it's expanding, it's opening. I mean, it's increasing in its capacity and it's going up to the third, throat chakra, and then it's going down to the here's my head. It's going down to the sacral, the fourth chakra. That's a sacral chakra, isn't it? Yeah. In a fetus, the energy coming up from the umbilicus of the mother into the child. This is really fascinating. The energy coming up from the umbilicus of the mother into the child nourishes the spinning of the spinning wheels of light. it would be as though all the other chakras are inside of the heart. So in the fetus, the heart chakra is the first chakra to be created. And it creates the other chakras as it spins out, they all get created. So, you know, the upper and the lower just spinning, 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 spinning. And now she says, oh, now we have a third chakra, and now we have a fifth chakra. Did you know? So it's a spinning of energy that is opening. We are not opening our chakras. She said chakras don't have doors. It's the spinning of the energy that's opening. The heart's in the middle. Spin, 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 and the energy is coming out. And then it spins more and more and more, building the fetus. That's how the fetus is constructed. So when the interpretations were made for the first chakra, the second chakra, etc., they did it because the human being is standing up. So they called it 1, 2, 3, you know, from the first up to the seventh. And that is so third dimensional, so linear, but trying to get to the vertical going up. The vertical is a higher level of living, but it doesn't necessarily go from earth to sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The ball we're on is this ball, the planet that we're on is spinning. So somebody who's on the South Pole, how can I explain this? We think going up is all going in the same direction. We think up is there. And we think north is there and south is there. But that's only from our perspective. If somebody who's on the bottom of the planet at the South Pole, they're going to have a different up because they're facing down. So their up that's still up for them. So the ball we're on is spinning. Someone standing there beneath would experience vertical, but not to the west or east, she said. It's just an explanation that the human has put on it so that they can make sense of it and not be too dizzied up with what's going on. So the thing to remember is that it's spinning wheel of light and it's going round and yeah, encompassing all the chakras. Have you got anything to add to that, Scott? I'm sure you'll have something to say about that.
It's very, very clearly confirmed in the law of one that the heart chakra is the key. Once the heart chakra is truly activated, we in reincarnation assume a great deal more control over scripting our next incarnation. And the law of one makes that very clear. So the heart chakra is the graduation chakra. That's the key. And that's what we're going to. We're going to a world that will live in love in the heart chakra. That's the transition we're in the middle of. So all very much confirms what you say, Judy. Well done.
Thank you. So could we get on to the next one? Number 5, yes, the liquid crystal oscillator. I thought that the liquid crystal oscillator, and I've probably said this to you guys at times on Zoom, I thought the liquid crystal oscillator was that essence point behind the heart, just in front of the spine, you know, the essence of who we are. And that's the place where if in surgery, a surgeon touches that space, a person will die immediately. There's a place, it's tiny, 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 but it's our essence. It's infinitesimal, but it's infinite. That's who we are. And I thought that was also the liquid crystal oscillator, but it's not. I don't know why I thought it was called that. So I talked to my mother about this too, and I said my understanding is that it is liquid crystal and it is moving around, connecting the heart with the chakras. So it's not a thing, it's a movement. This is after I'd learned a wee bit more. And she said, and this is her quote, it is moving around, connecting the heart with the chakras. And it is the pulsing. It's not the cerebral spinal fluid, it's not your breath, it's not your heart, but it is existing, it's pulsing. She said that during meditation, we're picking up on what it is, what the pulsing is. The meditation helps us perceive what is existing. So during this meditation, we, in time, will be able to experience the pulsing of the liquid crystal oscillator. So all the fluff and the details, no, hang on. She says pulsing doesn't make it happen. It's clearing the way so that we're able to pull or connect with that awareness, because what we want to happen is pure awareness. So way back, she was saying we're not here to be opening the chakras, we're here to be clearing the chakras. So this pulsing is clearing the way for us, and we will become aware of the pulsing. So then she says all the fluff and details. The details need to be out of the way in order to perceive purely all the quietness in the mind. She says, everything you have ever learned, everything you want to picture, anything you want to know, anything you do know, it's got to be out of the way in order to perceive the truth. So let go of your ego with its intellect and enter this meditation purely with your inner awareness wide open. And if you find yourself thinking about something or wondering if you're doing it right, or why this is happening or that is happening, that's okay. This is me now. This isn't Divine. That's okay. Thoughts come and thoughts go. They're out there in the ethers, and they just move through, and we just pick up them out of there. There's no new thought. And so when we're meditating, thoughts can just come in. They just come in. All of a sudden, we realize we're thinking something. Now that's fine. What we do is we don't attach to it. We don't think, oh, I'm thinking, what about this, or am I doing that right? And get attached to it, because then we're right into our ego and we've lost the meditation. So simply let it go. There's the thought. And as soon as we realize we're thinking, let it go and come back into the heart and continue with the meditation of the breath. Very simple. Don't worry about thoughts coming. They're going to come. It'll be down the track quite a bit before. I mean, some of you may be meditating now where thoughts don't come in, but that's well down the track really for most people. Thoughts are part of meditation, and I can talk more about that another time, and what the value of thoughts and what they mean in the physiology and in the healing and everything. So if you're wondering about if you're doing it right or why it is happening, it's just the intellect intruding, says Divine Mother. This is Divine Mother now. Simply let it go and gently come back into your heart and continue. It's the nature of the mind to think, and it's the nature of the soul to experience. And this is 100% soul work. If you've got anything to add to that, Scott, you're welcome.
No, Judy, keep going. You're doing well.
Okay. So could we have the next one? So, before we started with the root chakra, then the second chakra, then the third chakra, and then brought in the next one. We started from the bottom until we came to the new one and included it. But it's going to be different tonight. We're going to actually start with the heart chakra because it is the important chakra. It is the main chakra. So we're going to start with that, and then we're going to loop around. After we finished, you'll find we loop around back to the base chakra and come back up and include the heart chakra again. The reason we do this is that it brings the other three chakras into resonance with the heart chakra. It's going to take a wee bit of time. You'll notice during the meditation that the chanting that you hear will have a lot of space between the mantras. I might have talked about this before. This is allowing us time to practice deep, slow breaths between the mantras. Many of our experiences will come in that space if we are in our hearts while we're in that silence. So if we could have the next one. So here we go. This is what it will be like tonight. Andy will play the recording, and it'll be Francis. So you can see we're going to do yarn 3 times, then 6 times, then 9 times. So the 3, 6, 9. And then we go back. That's one set. And Divine Mother recommends 3 sets. So we're going to do the 3, 6, 9 3 times. It'll take a wee while, but that's okay. And then you'll find that Francis loops around to the root chakra and does those 3 times. And when we get back up to the heart chakra again, we do it 3 times, 3 times, 3 times. We do it 9 times. Because it's, we give it extra attention, extra energy. And then after that's finished, we're going to sit quietly. Divine Mother says, if we can sit for 3 minutes, that'll be extremely beneficial. And that's not 3 minutes waiting for the 3 minutes to end. That's still staying in our hearts for 3 minutes. We may get some experiences. So and don't mind the time. Don't worry about the timing of when you're going to have, when the 3 minutes is up, because Frances has got a bowl and she's going to sound the bowl at the end of the 3 minutes. So we can just relax and just surrender and go into our hearts and let that 3 minutes pass. Right. Okay. So, Francis, have you anything to say? We're going to do the meditation now. We're going to begin it when Andy gets the recording going. Francis may have something to say beforehand.
No, I think that's all very clear. Thanks, Judy. Yeah.
So, do you want to, how do you want to do this? Do you want to turn your videos off? It doesn't matter if you're not seen. because it's not not viewing each other, because we're all doing it together anyway, and you may feel more comfortable if you're sounding it out and you're kind of private, or you may just be quite happy with it out there. So, permission to turn your videos down if you want to do it on your own, all together, but not sing. I might turn mine off too. Yeah. Okay, Andy, whenever.
Good as gold. It's about 24 minutes long, and it's an interesting experience, and I hope you enjoy it. If it's not loud enough, just point up and I'll turn it up a bit, but it should be okay. Let's have a go.
So just take a breath in, and as you do, just gently close your eyes. Place a hand or both on your heart if you wish, and bring your awareness to that beautiful space deep within the centre of your chest. Take another breath in and just feel yourself fully present and relaxed. And so we begin. Inhaling. Just allowing yourselves now to rest in this beautiful, sacred and holy space we have created within the very core of our being. Thank you, dear ones.
better unmute. Yeah. Thank you, Francis. Thank you, Andy. That was the fastest 3 minutes I've ever experienced.
That's what I thought too.
Yes. Yes.
It was 3 minutes.
Goodness, isn't that amazing? Goodness. Yeah. So, maybe we could take a few minutes if you've got your notebooks and if you'd like to record any experiences that you may have had. Don't be concerned if you don't have any experience, because actually that's an experience too, isn't it? You could write down that you didn't have any experiences. It's all very good, sort of, it's like a journal for you, which is going to be really helpful for you down the track when you write down what you experience. Divine Mother says it will be to one's long-term benefit to keep a record of what's happening in a notebook, both in class and at home. Sometimes experiences can be quite slow to come. Don't worry about it if you're not really having anything. One thing sure, it will come with practice. You will get experiences. I had an experience today for the first time ever. I'll tell you about it. It's not about this. It's not about the recording the experience here tonight, but I don't usually see like lots of you people do. But I knew that I have 7 Arcturians around me, and I asked if I could see them, and I did. I couldn't see them all that clearly, and they weren't. I thought they would be really intense blue, but they weren't. They sort of greeny blue, and they weren't very big. I thought they'd be very tall, but they weren't all that tall. And it wasn't clear, but I could see their eyes and like that strange shaped head, and there was like a bundle of them. I knew it was them, and then I asked Divine Mother. I said, show me. I asked her to show me. And she did. And it was the most amazing light color. It wasn't she's not a person. She hasn't got a human form, but masses of light, incredible color. And she came, and my heart nearly burst. So that was the first for me. So I would have said, if anybody had said to me, keep practicing and you'll be able to see. And I probably sort of didn't really believe it, but it happened. So practice enough and you'll get the experiences. It's a chakra experiences, I mean. Okay, so if you all had enough time, anybody want more time? You stick your hand up. If you have questions, if you put the questions, send the questions to Pam, because now we're going to share experiences. If anyone would like to share, don't have to, but if anyone would like to share an experience that you've had, we'd be very interested to hear it. One other said it shouldn't take more than 1 minute to share an experience that is just sheer heart experience. This isn't coming from the brain. This is an absolute inner experience. So if anyone's got one they'd like to share, that would be awesome. Scott's going to look after this and keep everybody on track.
So, Sadie, you have your hand raised. Would you like to share something?
If you'd like to unmute yourself, you should be able to now.
Hello. Good evening. I just had a couple of questions. First of all, how do I identify what an experience is? Or what is the experience? Because
It's kind of a very interesting question. You're sitting right now at your computer having this experience. So life is an experience. And so I think what we're saying is that in meditation, just notice what happens. You don't have to try or try and make something happen. Just notice what happens. That's your experience. Does that help? I think you're still muted.
yes, it helps. Thank you so much.
Yeah, just notice what is going on. Don't try and make something go on. Just notice it and allow it to unfold. And that's the process in meditation. And sometimes it will be very sort of a normal kind of quietness. Other times there might be something like what Judy just shared, quite dramatic. So the key is not to try and think, I have to get to that experience or I have to get to this experience. It is just allow whatever unfolds to unfold and note that's part of what your journey and your teaching is for. That will be the right thing for you. Yeah. Ray, you have a question?
Not question, just sharing the experience. I think this is our 1 minute round.
Yes.
Okay, very quick. As Judy mentioned that not to attach with the thoughts. So it started banging because I noticed my younger daughter, who is in India right now, she left. And I got concerned. Oh my God, this is so important that she left. So thoughts were coming. And then I started, okay, whatever I'm experiencing, I need to cover her as well. And then immediately my other brain said, this is also an attachment to the thought. Let it go. I let it go. Then I called Divine Mother, please wrap her. She means, yeah, so that is other. Then I thought, okay, that is again attachment. And I'm answering to my thoughts. So that I need to let it go as well. So I thought, okay, fine. There's nothing like motherly or concerns or this and that. I should let it go. I should not deal with these thoughts as well. So that's funny and experience. So that's it. Thank you.
Thanks, Ray. Andy.
My experience was absolute peacefulness. The sound of distant thunder and cars going by, but there was an absolute peacefulness, timelessness, and a stillness. And that's probably the most powerful meditation that I've done yet. And thank you. That's all.
Thanks, Andy. Karen.
I think I'm unmuted now. Yeah, that was fabulous. Thank you very much, Francis, for doing that. It took a little bit of time for me to sort of settle in, because sort of trying to get my timings with Francis just to get the flow of it. I probably should have just let that go, but it was kind of just a process that I had to work through myself. By the time we came to about the third set of the yams, I had a vibration in my heart chakra. It was really quite nice. Then I didn't really have any sort of visions or anything sort of happen until the very, very end when the bell chimed. I saw myself looking at myself. There was my face there, and I was looking at myself, and my face was floating around. Have never had that before. That was really interesting. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Karen. Cheers. Linda. You have to unmute, Linda. Yep.
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so tonight it was an amazing meditation, and I felt the vibration quite it was very strong in all of my body. But what I really want to share tonight was early on, a few months ago, when we first started doing this, one evening, everyone was, or a lot of people were saying, what amazing experiences they had. And then the next time I did the meditation after that, I was sitting there thinking, well, nothing's happening, and I started having doubts, thinking, I'm not doing it right. And as soon as I had that thought, I immediately had this very, very vivid, bright purple color that I could see. And I just took that as Divine Mother giving me the confidence that I was doing it right. It was very, very vivid, and yeah, it was quite amazing. So yeah, I just wanted to share that.
Thanks, Linda. Anybody else, or did we turn it back to Judy?
Okay. Oh, Lou, he's got a hand raised. Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, Lou. Hi, Lou. Go ahead.
Thanks, Scott and Judy. I might get a little bit emotional. That's why I was hesitant to lift out my hand, but at the end, we're all one. I did not wanted to come back, really. I kept on seeing this beautiful emerald green. But that's very common when I meditate. I saw like circle of beings. I would say angels, because it was like they were landing. We were under. They were landing and covering all us up. And then next, I felt like my hands were extending, and I was literally embracing everyone in this group. And up to this point, everything's okay. But then, I think the chings were already there. I saw my dead brother's face, this brother that I never met. And that previously I had been feeling that perhaps I'm his reincarnation. But then I saw this baby's face that was just coming to me, vanishing and getting into my soup. I just don't know what that is. But I guess it's a confirmation of what I had been visioning. Sorry about that. That's all.
Thank you, Lou. Appreciate it.
Thank you, everyone. There's something that may interest you. If someone, Divine Mother said to me, if someone asks, what does this experience that I've had mean? She said, say, I don't know. We'll meditate and see what answer comes up. So the answer doesn't come from the intellect. The answer will come from within us of any question that we may have. If it's a question of experience, we will get the answer through experiencing. No one else can tell us about our experience because it is so uniquely our own. Yeah. And just keep meditating and lots of things will unfold and be revealed. So thank you for that, everyone. Have you got the chat on, Pam, or just if you guys have any questions that you want to email into Pam, she was going to put up the her email address on the chat so that you would know who to send it to. That's what the chat would be open for. Okay.
Yeah, just doing that now.
Okay. So now we're going to record the Heart Chakra meditation on our devices. Now, up till now, I think, Andy, correct me if I'm wrong, but there was 333, wasn't it? Lam lam lam, vam vam vam, ram ram ram. Yeah, this. Divine Mother wants us this time, if that's okay with you, Andy, is to do it 3 times 3. So that we've got, is that going to make it too difficult? It's just to give extra, just give more to the heart chakra because it is so important.
So 3 and 3, 3 times, or
No,
3,
no,
3 and
no,
3?
no. Just 3, 3, 3 once.
More than good.
Yeah. So you might want to tell people if there's any special way you want them to send it or do it, or
I just need 3 because I can duplicate that 2 more times. Some people send 9, some people send 3. That's all good.
right.
It
So
will all come out.
all we need to do now then is to chant 3, and you can turn that into 9. Good. There we are. So that makes it very easy. So each one of you, you just turn your mute off. I'll have your mute on, of course. You can chant Yam 3 times into your device.
And leave a nice
Do
space
that
in
now.
between.
Yeah. Anyone need more time? Do you need more time, Ruth? And we might just carry on. We're going to finish. We're not going to have a general chat tonight. We're just going to finish with a prayer. Francis is going to give us a prayer to end with. And so, and then the Zoom will just be closed. So before Francis starts her prayer, I just want to say thank you everyone for coming. It seemed to go reasonably well. My head didn't fall open and then my brain drop out, which was lucky. And so have a nice time practicing. And you've got 2 weeks. I know it seems a long time between, but I just need that space if it's okay with you. And we'll be back in a fortnight. And once again, we'll start with answering any questions that you email to Pam. Well, whether we can answer them or not, that's a question, but we'll tend to them. We'll deal with it. Okay, so thank you, everyone. Thank you. Okay, Francis.
Thanks, Judy. So just closing our eyes again and feeling yourself connected deep within your heart. And just take a breath in and just let yourself feel the beauty of the presence of your being. So in deepest reverence, and holy communion with the sacred essence of who we are deep within our hearts, we offer this prayer of gratitude to our beloved Divine Mother for being present with us, guiding, nurturing, sharing this beautiful teaching we have been gifted to help elevate, to remember and expand the love nature and pure light that we are with all beings as we step into the highest truth and knowing of ourselves as radiant beings of love and light, breathed forth from the very heart of creation. And we take this opportunity to honour and give thanks to our dearest Judy for all her love, kindness, generosity, and wisdom in her willingness to share and bring forth these teachings in a form we are capable of receiving. To each one of us here, our teams, and all of the incredible beings of light who are assisting, we thank you. as we acknowledge this, we feel our expanded love return to us, and a soft smile forms upon our lips. Our heart is smiling and beating rhythmically in resonance with the heartbeat of the highest consciousness of Earth. Every cell in our body is smiling as each one is restored to optimum functioning capacity, awakening our divine blueprint as the true essence of who we are reveals itself through us as form in all of its magnificence. And so we live as the magnificence of our being, the beauty and brilliance of the Creator, sharing with all life, collaborating with all life for the benefit and upliftment of all. And so it is. Thank you.
Thank you, Frances. Good night, everyone.
Bye.